Hello, Mr. Simon Byabakama, the chairperson of the Uganda Electoral Commission. My name is Mordecai Maurice. I'm a Ugandan, and I want to ask you a question. Why are you choosing infamy instead of integrity? Why are you choosing the decline and death of our country instead of transforming it? You have an opportunity, but you have decided that all you are will be serving one man, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Now, I'm going to go on and say the obvious. The Museveni regime is falling. It is going to fall. But the most important question will be, what did you do when our country was declining? Since the launch of the electoral season, especially the campaigning season, there's been a lot of sabotage directed at Bobi Wine campaign, delaying him, sabotaging him, redirecting his routes, forcing him to leave main roads and go to roads that are in poor state, all to frustrate him so that he probably gives up. In situations, some of his people have been beaten by your men from the Uganda Police Force and other security forces. The raiding of his hotel, the arresting of his team members, and with the latest, after the rallies in Mbarara, you've seen what the police has done. But while all this criminality is happening, you are dead silent. Is this what you want to preside over? Is this the legacy you want to leave behind? That, oh, when he was chairperson of the Electoral Commission, this is what happened. All the values and the principles that you embody, you decided to betray them all in service of one man, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, whose regime is falling. Simon Byabakama. Your name says Simon. I want to guess your parents were inspired by Simon Peter. Byabakama, in my language, means he of the Lord. Is that what you are doing to manifest your name? Simon, come on, gentlemen. Rise up to the occasion. Why do you allow to lose those values and principles? I want to believe I still have hope in you, that maybe somehow you can have an epiphany and realize that you don't have to do this. Beating up a political candidate, his team members, and you're quiet. Last time I saw you commenting on a funny incident that happened when Bobi Wine was buying maize to some of his team members. But when it comes to the sabotage, the violence meted onto Bobi Wine's team, like we saw in Chirhura, you never say a word. Right now, the Electoral Commission should be releasing press release saying, we condemn this. We have seen so and so committing this crime, and we think they're going to be held accountable. But you're deciding to live in a world like everything is okay. It is very sad, Simon. It is very sad. Please, will you rise up to be counted? Rise up to the occasion and do the job that you are supposed to be doing, which is serving Ugandans without fear and without favor. Do not be afraid of Museveni, but don't do us favors. Just do the right job. Simon, this is sickening. And look, as I finish this, you know, when folks like Museveni are in power and you're helping them keep that firm grip on power, you become sort of delusional. You start to think of maybe this regime is going to stay here forever. When you least expect it to happen, that's when it happens. Now, this is not a threat. This is caution. But why would you want to go down in the books of history when we go down in the annals of history and all you're known to have done is aid and abet a regime that presides over the abductions, the disappearances, the killing, and they'd be like, okay, at the time when these things were going on, this was the man who was responsible for the Uganda Electoral Commission. Is that a name you want to make? Come on, Simon. You should be ashamed of yourself.